another game, another loss, and that one hurt. I ain't gonna lie, that one really hurt because, oh, let's get into it, right? Arsenal 3, Manchester United 1. That was heartbreaking. I didn't, pre-game, everybody knows, like I already said, I wasn't really expecting much from this game. I was hoping at best, I was always hopeful for my team, always thinking, maybe we can get something out of this. And I was hoping for that 2-1 win. We almost had it, right? At the end there, Garnacho with the 2-1, he scored that goal, tightest offside. They say it wasn't onside, so we take it because technology, right? But it looked pretty tight to me. And at that point, you're thinking, oh, great, we've won the game potentially here. Not even 5 minutes ago. Like, it was less than 5 minutes ago, right? But no, offside goal, disallowed. And then we just can't, this team just can't just hold on. Like, that last minute goal, the last 2 goals, why are you conceding 2 goals in the last 5 minutes and in stoppage time? Anyway, Declan Rice, he should have been cleared. He should have been closed down. Okay, people were saying there was a foul on Evans by Gabriel, but Declan Rice had so much time. He telegraphed it. Everyone knew it was coming. He literally took 10 minutes to take his shot. No one's closing down. No one. Anyway, I haven't watched it back. Right, I'm doing this straight after the game. No time wasting. But you're just thinking, what are you doing? Why are you letting this guy just shoot for fun without any blockage, nothing? And then obviously, game is done 2-1, but they still, beat us on the break. We're finishing the game with Johnny Evans and Maguire as our centre back pairing, and of course we're playing a high line. Of course we're gonna get breached in the high line. Gabriel Jesus sits down, whoever it was they sat down. I think it was Dallo, or even maybe it was even the keeper actually. And then he scores the goal that seals the 2-1 seals it, but 3-1 seals it completely. Now let me try and put some context to this and start again, because obviously I'm really, really upset about losing that game. You didn't want to lose that. It's Arsenal, you don't want to lose that. And they played well, but actually I think surprisingly we played better than maybe I expected. But we maybe controlled the game is the wrong word, but we had a game plan and we played that relatively well from the start of the game. So, we starting lineup, what we were expected, right? Martial up front rather than Rasmus Højlund. We'll get into Rasmus later on actually, my thoughts on him. But I think we played it all right. I think we played relatively decently. We clearly tried to, what's the word? We tried to slow down the game and take the edge out of the game by playing out the back a lot. What's our keeper? Onana. Well, my head's gone. Onana was on the ball a lot in that first half, first 60 minutes even, but first half particularly. And we're clearly just slowing down the pace of the game, not letting Arsenal have edge in the game at all, really. And then out of nothing, because even with that, we weren't really getting much of the ball in the right places. We weren't really having a chance. We didn't even have a touch in the box, I think, before Rashford's goal in the Arsenal box, obviously. And then out of nothing, Rashford comes up with a lovely goal. He sits down Ben White as he always does. He's got Ben White on toast as he always does. And Rashford back on the left makes a lot of sense. So, yeah, he gets his goal. And we're thinking, okay, it's almost half-time at that point. Let's go in half-time, 1-0 up. No, straight away, we get Arsenal response. Because, once again, we just switched off. And Arsenal, just the same as happened at the Emirates back last year in February, or whatever it was, or this year, last season. We just switched off. As soon as Rashford scores his goal, we switched off. They score a goal straight away. And then you lose all the momentum that you've got from that going 1 up. Second half now, you're thinking, all right, let's come out strong. And we came out and we controlled the game relatively, We had the better chances or the better looks, basically. We had the better, maybe not outright chances, but we were looking good. We were looking all right. Obviously, then we had that penalty shout with Havertz, which I thought was a penalty, actually, from the first view. And I actually thought, straight pen, clear pen, Wan-Bissaka, what are you doing? VAR saved us. Yes, it wasn't a pen. VAR called that nicely. But then from there, you're thinking, okay, can we get into this game? Can we win this game? And then, like I said, the Garnacho goal being ruled offside is just heartbreaking. Because I celebrated that like it was a winner, of course, as you would. And then it was ruled offside. In terms of people that performed well, let's start with Martial and Rasmus Højlund, right? Martial, when you compare him to what Højlund gave us when Højlund came on, Martial's not giving enough. He's not doing enough. one of the things I really liked about Martial in the past was the fact that he was very good at holding up the ball, interlinking play, you know, getting us moving. And it could just be me not seeing it, but I did not see that in this game. I did not see him really giving or offering too much up front as our striker today. The most he's offering at the moment is just allowing the fact that he's allowing us to play Rashford on the left, to be honest, because Rashford on the left looks good, he looks dangerous. Obviously, Rashford still has his moments where you think he should pass. You know, once or twice he did that to this game, but he's looking more dangerous on the left than anywhere else. So I'm glad we can play him up there. But really, Martial needs to be given a lot more if he wants to stay in this team. And thankfully, he doesn't look like he's going to be staying in this team much because Rasmus came on and, okay, it was only what, 30 minutes that we saw of him, or maybe even less than that. And he showed a lot more than Martial in this game. He was a physical presence up front. Every time he floated the ball up top, he was holding back Gabriel. In the first two, situations that he had when he came on the pitch, he gave away 2 fouls, but he was trying to win that ball against Gabriel, making himself a nuisance, making himself a problem up front. So I think a positive going forward for this game will be hopefully that with Rasmus in the team, we can bully teams a bit more in, the back line of teams a bit more, or we can hold our own anyway a bit more, and the ball will stick a bit more with him up front. Saying that though, not to absolutely throw Martial on the bus, Rasmus didn't really do anything. Let's be honest. In the whole game, in the time it was on, the things that he showed promise is what I'd say for future games. Hopefully when he starts, he can build into the game a bit better. He had one chance where he got wrestled off the ball in the box, but other than that, he didn't really get much of a look in. But I still think he offered a lot in the time he was on the pitch. In terms of the rest of the team, our shape was all right. We didn't really give Arsenal too many chances that I can think of right now throughout the 90 minutes of the game. But honestly, the last 10 minutes of that game is just from the Garnacho goal to the end of the game. I don't know. I think it's 10 minutes, including at the time. It's just so heartbreaking because now you're looking at in the context of the season, we have 6 points from a possible 12. 4 games. We faced Arsenal, Tottenham, Nottingham Forest, and Wolves, and we should be. We've only got 6 points. Maybe that's a fair point, reflection on where we are, because Spurs are looking good. Arsenal obviously title challengers last season. Should we be expecting to beat both those teams? Yes, to Spurs. Maybe we can hope for a draw away at Arsenal. We almost got it. We almost got a win, to be honest, but. Maybe it's a fair reflection on where we are. Now, the annoying thing now, obviously, is it's international break. I have to go away and ruminate and think about this defeat for 2 weeks and watch England, absolutely stink up the place with Gareth Southgate as a manager. And yeah, where do we go from here, really? Next game is Brighton. That's going to be a tough game. Then after that, we're going to have to try and push on because we're already at this stage, 6 points behind City. Forget title challenge, if anybody was still thinking about that. Forget that for now. Forget it for the season. Let's just try and get into that top 4 because Spurs unbeaten, Arsenal unbeaten, City unbeaten. That's 3 teams already that could push strongly for that top 4. Obviously Liverpool looking good as well. That you could some would say that's the top 4 already because Chelsea don't look good. And obviously we have our own issues as well. So what can you say to that? There you have it. That's the match reaction. Devastated. Absolutely devastated. That sucks. Anyway, thanks for watching. Let's see what we've got what's going to happen over the international break. And also, actually, when you add the fact that you're getting these stories that the Glazers aren't trying to sell, mate, we're in the pits again already. 1 game, pits, back down. Anyway, thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel, drop a like on the video. See you in the next one.